The whole Genshin Impact community is thinking about Mavuika and Sitalai, but considering that many people have saved for this moment and plan to stay at 0. With all their savings, including you. What would you think if I told you to be careful anyway? In 5.4, it is quite possible that Furina will rerun, that many of you are waiting for Furina's rerun. Either to pull the character out, either for the famous C2 or even the gun, and that one of the characters that closes the circle of all ancient warriors with ancient name from NATLAN Jansan is practically confirmed also for 5.4. Leave a good like, a good ulti of berries, subscribe, leave a good comment too. The algorithm. Thanks for enjoying and watching the channel video. Thanks for all the love and support. Remember that it costs you nothing. Here is the free mind, recommends and decisions the video. So, thank you for all of it. Like, subscribe with bell, comment too. The algorithm. Once a day, the lunar blessing draws are already active for all of you, and during the 3 days before Mavuika, I will be giving away 2 blessings a day. And not just one. So what are you waiting for? Run to comment on the video, give it like and subscribe with bell. And finally, remember also that the largest draw of 40 Mavukas in history of all the video game that has been for the community is also active. And simply, there's a tweet on Twitter that'll be over here on screen and you have to come to the live ones. Okay. Link below in the description. Enjoy if you're eating and it's very rich. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas and Happy Year, because I don't know when you're watching this video. But as soon as the one comes, we'll be getting a lot of content from Mavuika, and we're going with the banners on 5.4. Well, the first thing that's sort of getting pretty clear about what's coming is gonna be Mr. Ryovsly Batitide. I think a lot of us are asking, and you're asking when it's finally gonna be. Ryovsly's rerun as Nervilet in 4.1 came along with Ryovsly and yet new billet. He already came twice as much, that is to say a total of 3 times to Genshin Impact, and Ryovsly never. He never had a rerun again. Ryovsly as a character has certain limits and is one of the few characters that has not improved. With NATLAN, with the melt or burn reaction, or even with Larconte. Still, male character designs are one of the most loved by fans of all the Genshin Impact camps, and as it makes so much that it doesn't come back yet, there are many people who I'd like to get the character out. In my opinion, the sales forecast will be medium low, but is one of the characters that is already commented that it will come for 5.4, and as carry cryo is all to expectations. And what I would give you as your advice is to be very careful with the cryo carries. Ayaka continues to outdo Ryovsly in permafrost teams, and Ryovsly has some teams of very comfortable melts. Ryovsly can do all the content of the game, but it is not a top goal pick, nor is it a must pull, but the important disclaimer would be Shnesnaya coming. You know, there's this new speculation that maybe Shnesnaya and all the 6 points whatever it is are going to be all bits of map of ancient regions. I'll talk about it in another video. Leave me in the comments if you want a video talking of all this and of the proto-gems that can be achieved in 530 BI Toint. But the summary is that with the cryo element we will be careful, because surely when the cryo nation will arrive here in half a year or a year and a half, if it is real in the end. This that is delayed will come many new cryo supports, will come the cryo Archon, that he's probably going to be a very hot character like all the Archontes, and they're going to come new. Carries cryo has always arrived carries from their respective region, as for example Alhaitham Otignari in Sumeru, Raiden in Inazuma, Norvile, in Fontaine or Asmabuka herself, which is the best carry pyro in the game, just arrived in Natlan. So be very careful with the pyro carries. Then Yanshan, you know what you know right now from the story. You know its element. Electro, and it's known to be 5 stars. I only have one thing to say about Yanshan. I hope it's support. You don't know anything else. Information still in about 5 days since you see this video will be leaked. The beta of the 5.4 tour, with what will be known the Yanshan kit, and I will bring you video of the kit of Yanshan. Let me in the comments if you want to know what it does. But it is very easy, and it is for me if it's carry or another carry. And there's a lot of carries. Chlorin, Kekshin, Xeno, well, Raiden. If it's another carry Electro for me, totally forgettable and disposable, maybe. Try to make new roofs, a stronger carry Electro, I don't know, I don't care, no. I'm going to be sincerely interested, but if it's a 5-star support, it's going to contribute. Enough is going to surprise, and we still don't know what could happen, but let's remember that still. The position of Kuki 5 stars is vacant, with which already base can be very interesting. If Genshin is 5 stars, and here comes the support point. If in the end it turns out that Genshin is support, and in my opinion there are many ballots for, be careful and keep protogemas, because it may happen that you stay dry for Mavuika. The C2, and maybe it turns out that Genshin ends up being a good character for the 5.4 and Thi. People don't have protogemas. Remember when I said this time was going to be the hardest time in history for the free to play? So follow the line, remembering that it was officially commented by Joyo Press that Skerk would come before NATLAN was finished. And now the 2 missing characters at 5.4 in principle, and all the sources point. One of them is going to be Furina. Furina is, in my opinion, and so far the best support of the game, the Archonte that more damage outside the field can do, but that above all more bufo to all the damage equipment. Inflicted can contribute with what is the character that most increases the damage of any team, and in the 4 or 5 best teams of the game it is Furina, is a character that to C2. It's so hot, and that many look for the C2, and that basically does 0 is must pull, would be the best or one of the 3 best supports in all Genshin Impact. So, Furina's inescapable and little to talk about. You know there's build. I'll probably update some build and videos about Furina, and follow the format of the latest Furina's build, because I don't think that from the next time Furina comes, the reruns change and we're missing the last character. If it had not been made clear, Furina is inescapable. She is very hot. If you do not have it, I recommend you that you're planning to get her out. And the last character is missing. It speculates how Ganyu and Shenhe have already arrived in this compilation banner of the UE. Practically no one is going to shoot the missing character to come back also for reruns, and then that people miss the most is Xiangyun. Xiangyun, actually there were moments in beta when people speculated that he might come in 5.30 in the current one, which we already have confirmed at the same time. It might come in at 5.44, but as you can see, there are already too many good characters in 5.4. Or it might come later on at 5.50, and what comes on 5.4 is one last filler character that hasn't been here in a while. For example, Kokomi, who hasn't come for a long time. For example, Yoimiya, who does a long time. That doesn't come, or finally Zidwane that hasn't had rerun yet, but Zidwane came out quite a bit later, almost at the end of Fontaine. So, this is the speculation of the banners of 5.4 Tour, which is commented since practically it's kind of safe. It's not still safer because the beta didn't come out, because it didn't come out. The 5.4 Tour live stream to confirm it, but most likely Ryoldsley will arrive. Furina and Jansan. As I say, quite reliability and safety, but disclaimer, until the last day can change all this. So little more, leave a good like, a good ulti of Bennett, subscribe, leave a good comment for the algorithm, keep this reflection, and you have a lot. Be careful, because everyone is with the mentality that they're going to spend literally everything in Mavuika, and Citlali incapable happens to you that once this piece of surprise arrive. And such a great temptation say ye, I'm poor. So remember to use Lutva, link below in the description, picture to save you, money to support the channel, and so that you can have more possibilities with the same amount. Resources, little more, very careful, have a very good day, don't be Minis and Kaito.